Five-minute rounds at heavyweight for the gold belt. Brought to you by that prize guy.
Touch gloves, step back. Let's go.
Look at the size of those guys compared to Rich Mitchell, my goodness. And Rich is a decent sized guy. These are just humongous.
Ferreira is in the dark trunks. Vadim Nemkov in the blue. Conan Sivera and company in the corner of Ferreira.
Okay.
The legendary Fedor Emelianenko in the corner of Nemkov.
Go.
As is Nemkov's older brother, Victor, also a professional fighter.
Yeah, having the legend Fedor in your corner must be such a superpower mentally. All the wisdom that he's got, all the information he can pass on, dealing with big guys as well.
Who breaks the seal here, Dan? That was one of my #1 questions in this heavyweight fight, because you're taking a huge risk stepping into range against either man.
Yeah, I agree. Oh, good touch with that left hook. Tries for the takedown, almost gets it. And he's got it. Look at that. Established the takedown straight away.
It was a good sprawl initially from Ferreira. Doesn't continue the effort, though, and ends up on his back.
See, this is where the size works it to the advantage of Nemkov. He can move quicker. He's got shorter limbs. He can take shorter steps. And in these circumstances, when you're such a long individual getting cramped up against the fence, Nemkov can generate real power at this close range. Forearm across the throat. And you've got to think back to Fedor's ground and pound in those, those Pride days. Nogueira, just massive bombs from the top. You've got to think that is the game plan here. Ground the big guy, beat him up, soften him up. Even if they want the knockout on the feet, this is all money in the bank. Good elbows.
You just mentioned Nogueira. Renan Ferreira actually started his MMA journey training with the Nogueira brothers down in Brazil. Perhaps feels a little bit of rivalry with this Fedor camp.
Oh, we're seeing some blood already, Sean. That looks like fresh blood on the canvas just underneath Renan's head. It's only a little bit, but something to keep an eye on. And now he's past the half guard, which means that Renan's spine is aligned with the fence, making it difficult for him to move his hips at all.
Fedor on the right side there in the corner. And you can see Nemkov trying to kneel on that right bicep, isolate that bottom arm so he can open up the guard that much more.
Maybe the blood's from another fight, It looked like it had just landed, but he looks relatively unscathed right now. Maybe a little bit out of his nose, perhaps.
Halfway through round #1, it's been all Nemkov so far. Top pressure here, forcing Renan Ferreira to switch sides.
Now he's mounted, and this is where the arm triangle comes in. Look at this, he's going to try and force that arm across the center line. We do see blood now coming from the nose of Renan Ferreira. Setting up that arm triangle, he's going to try and force that right arm of Renan across his center line to pair it with his head, and then he can use that arm triangle to choke him. Tries once again. Renan's reading it though, right?
He's reading it correctly, but every time you get a little posture from Nemkov and he throws a punch or an elbow, it forces those arms to come back up to defend.
Potential armbar.
Perhaps going to sit back on an armbar here.
The risk here is losing the position, which has happened several times in Nemkov's career.
And he rolled over the top, did Ferreira.
Tries to step over. That's the big man. That's the advantage of the big man there. He just hipped in the weight that landed on Nemkov then.
He's going to have to fight for position first, and he doesn't, so Nemkov able to roll back to the top.
See, that's technique over size. That's a clear advantage of Nemkov, knowing how to move his body to make the most of the position. And he's going arm triangle again. Look, I've done my research. I expect an arm triangle. That means the ATT corner have been expecting one as well.
Here's another setup. And this one is getting tighter and tighter.
Oh, this is done.
It's over! Vadim Nemkov with a first-round submission for a heavyweight belt.
Wow.
Your winner by triangle choke and new PFL heavyweight champion in the red corner, Vadim